Today, attorneys for the three women charged in the death of a nursing home resident are trying one last time to prevent prosecutors from using key evidence in the trial that could send them to prison for a very long time. The case centers around a 2017 11 Alive investigation, which uncovered secretly recorded video of 89-year-old James Dempsey inside his Atlanta area nursing home. He's repeatedly heard screaming that he could not breathe while nurses failed to immediately respond. Well, this morning, one of the nurse's attorneys argued before the Georgia Supreme Court that state law only permits surveillance video recordings in areas where there is not a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Is that kind of infringement on my privacy right going to be allowed? And our legislature chose not to allow security cameras in private areas.
How would your client have a reasonable expectation of privacy in this space?
My client has a reasonable expectation because it is a private place.
Is it a private place relative to your client? It's work, right? I mean, the supervisor could walk down the hall and stick their head in at any time. It's not private with respect to your client, is it?
This is a developing story, so the Georgia Supreme Court is likely to issue its opinion earlier next year, if not sooner.